Hey guys, so I wanted to show you this project that I've been working on. Also said I can clean it up. You can't scoot any farther back from me, so I'm gonna be dipping my head like this to see you, okay? So I have, here, check this out. So this is like my little area right now that I have set up on our little kitchen table booth. I'm making something, which I can't disclose what it is because it's a present for somebody. Um, But I was gonna make it with clay. I'm doing these little clay projects, just to get my hands on something else. I've been really wanting to do pottery, but I don't have any pottery classes. So what I've been doing is I've been making things with the Crayola clay. But it hasn't been working out, and I have to clean it up. But like, I have a lot of these. I know they don't look like much, but they actually took a really long time to make, to shape and smooth out and stuff. I know they don't look like much, but they did take a while to make. But let me show you the problem with these. They break so easily. So it's back to the drawing board on this. They're satisfying to break, but it is a pain and kind of a waste. Here, watch this one. Listen. Here, listen. I don't know if you can hear that well. I know Jesse's vacuuming in the other room, so it's very satisfying to break it, but it's just not working. So if you can think of anything that would stay that doesn't involve a kiln, let me know. But anyway, I had this Crayola. Oh, I missed into a ball. That's smooth and ready and fresh. This one is super old, and we had it whenever I had some other clay thing, and it got really hard and old, so I put water in it, and now it is mushy. Like smeary mushy. Really mushy. See? Real mushy. So I kind of use them for different things. And I'll show you something else I made later. Clean that up. And then I usually have a little water cup. So let me show you what I've made before, and then we'll kind of break this up and stick in a pot. And I plan to see if I can reuse this stuff. If I like add moisture to it and mush it and grind it up, maybe I can like recycle it. But here, look what I made the other day. Look at my little guy. You might recognize him. See if I can fit him in here. Here he is. Let me do a little spin. There he is, my little guy. Yeah, here he is. I like him, especially because you have to do it like really quick. Like, you have to do it in one session because they dry in a day, so, you know, he's not perfect, but I think he's very cute. But I made him with this Crayola clay. I can't say that. And I made his little skeleton with tinfoil and then worked around it. Of course, I just painted him with like acrylic and cheap acrylic paint. Oof. Isn't he cute? Yeah. I wish I could kind of hold him like this. I'm pretty proud of him. I think he's cute. And I plan to make a lot more little guys like him, just to have around. And it's really nice to have a break. And it's really nice to have a break from painting, like especially like a big painting thing. If I had my sketchbook around, I might even show you that, but maybe that's for another time. Let me see. Yeah, it's probably for another time, because I don't see it around. But I would want to show you that, but I'm not going to leave you and then you have to wait. But, and then I have some other things I'm going to make. So me and Jesse have these little toy figure guys that we love. And I'm like, dude, what if I made them a little setting And look, I can't really show this because it's gonna fall. Oh gosh, it's already falling. Okay, it's not painted yet. But look, it's pizzas and a little cup. Yeah, so I'm making like little set things for us to have around, and then I'm gonna paint them. I'm gonna paint little pizzas and a little joli pop, and then a table here, and then I have seats that are going to be made and little flower crown stuff. So I feel like this stuff is really good for that, like little play toy things, but it's not good for, you know, it to be used. And because these were I'm telling you, I can't make a video without me sneezing. Not even a video, but I can't live 30 minutes of my life without sneezing. Oh. But yeah, so I thought that was cute. Isn't that cute? Kendall's kids better watch out, because I will be the auntie who makes little clay things for their toys. It's making a mess, but it's satisfying. And then I made little beds for our little guys. I'm telling you, I'm just an adult kid because I make all these little toy things, but it's gonna be a bunk bed with another little tiny pillow, and then I'm just gonna paint it. But this has been really fun to kind of mess with, to get away from the seriousness of acrylic paint, of oil painting. It doesn't have to be serious, but for me and my brain, it's like a thing. But if I'm drawing and sketching, that's more fun and playful. So I'm trying to do like different hobby things, you know, just to break up my brain. But these, I was gonna be so excited about. I was so excited to come back home. I just visited family, and I was ready to come back because I knew they were gonna be dry, and I'm gonna paint on them. So I was excited to paint them. But then I came in, and I knew it was just not gonna work out. Now this guy, I think he's pretty sturdy because he has a little skeleton in there, and you know, he's not made to put dishes on. But alright, ready? Listen in. I don't know what the microphone is, so can you hear that? I don't know if you can hear that. So I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add it to my Mod Podge and see what I can do. Just break it in little bits and then soak it. I don't want to mess up the goop I already have, but whatever. We'll see. And it's probably gonna be best if I grinded it first and then put it in here, but whatever. And I hurt my wrist the other day bowling because I don't know how to use my body and my joints. I already have a broken ankle that I never went to the doctor for, and it's giving me permanent damage. I bet you when I get old, my body's gonna be screaming like, why didn't you go to the doctor for these things? Cause this sucks. But the wrist thing, like I bowled. Like I'm bowling and all my weight is on my wrist. And when I drive, I'm like I don't know how to use my body right. God. But it's been hurting since me and Dylan bowled like last month sometime. So it's been hurting for over a month. Can you hear that? I hope you can hear that. I just kind of want to break these with you because it's satisfying. I hope you can hear it. Yeah. I'm making a mess. We just vacuumed, but goodbye. where the microphone is. Is it over there? I hope it is. Let's do it over here just in case. Oh gosh, this is a lot. And then I really don't know if this is gonna work, but I probably should have scooped the stuff in there and put it in this first, but oh well. Oh my gosh, it's getting heavy. And then I'm just gonna soak it in water, like just to the top, just with water, and then see how it turns out. It could be a bust, but I feel like it would easily work if I grinded it up like in one of those little pestle mortar things and it would have worked very well, but I don't got that. Alright, you're in bucket. Now we can clean. I kind of just brought you along to clean. And maybe some ASMR. Alright, listen. That can be ASMR too. Alright, I guess that's it. I'm gonna fill this up with water. And then see if it'll go back. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, it's a mess on this table. But the beauty of this is that it's really easy to clean up. I just get my sponge and just dip it in water. It comes right up, so. But yeah, this has been really fun. Maybe next time I make something, I'll show you kind of the process, or I don't know, next little dude that I make, next little link that I make. I'll show you kind of how I make it, because it has been very fun. I just put on like Creepcast or something, and just chill. It's a different vibe than when I paint. So yeah, it's been really fun. I just want to show you. And if you ever want to play with Play-Doh, call me up. Alright. Tootaloos. I have some cleaning to do, so I have to go. Bye. Peace.